Hello and welcome back to Meerkat Chris. So we've talked about what inspires me to this very day and keeps me motivated, but what were the YouTube channels that inspired me to pursue YouTube in the first place? Let's find out. Top 10 YouTube inspirations for Meerkat Chris. By the way, they're not really in any particular order. Just number 10, Chris Bookman and the Flick Pick. Two movie reviewers on YouTube, or movie critics depending on how you look at it. They're good friends, they both live in America somewhere. Yeah, I found them years and years ago, probably about 5 years ago on YouTube, while just, you know, having a common interest in films. Like most of my channels about films. Chris Bookman does a lot of portions on gaming as well these days. To realise that they had a community of people following them based on their passion for films was pretty inspiring, to say the least. Flickpick I watch especially, or John Flickster as his other channel, as his second channel's known. He does a lot of vloggy sort of style videos as well as the movie reviews, and they're just two guys really that you just get to know, if you know what I mean. Number 9. Well, I guess Flickpick was number 9. Number 8. Caddicarus. I don't know if a lot of you know about this guy. He does have around about 500,000 subscribers, which is really cool. He's a really funny guy. He's from England, and he's very relatable to me. He does a lot of similar sort of videos where they're just a really relaxed environment. Like, most of the time he'll spend just doing a review on his settee, for example. He'll talk honestly about the games. His channel's mainly known for PS1 games, for reviewing PS1 games. He does in the style of his Caddicarus format. He's one of those people I'd be like, I could probably get on with him in real life. He also does a bit of film reviews every so often in a form of Film Fridays, I think it was. So yeah, go check him out if you haven't. Number 7. And number 6. Going really far back in my YouTube experience, back in 2012, 11? Well yeah, 2011, I came across one of my first YouTube channels that really stuck with me, and that was Charly is So Cool Like. I don't know if that many of you guys are aware of him. He still uploads to this day, but his channel, he isn't really as well known as he once was. He once had the claim of biggest amount of subscribers in the UK, when he had just over 1 million. Biggest channel in the UK at that time. I mean, channels these days go way over 1 million and duplicate that multiple times. Not really with my channel though, but he was just a British vlogger. I think the first video I really came across was one about him reading a Justin Bieber magazine, Justin Bieber fan or something. I don't know why I ended up watching that video, but I did, and he was one of the first YouTubers that I properly started binge watching and really followed. Again, really relatable. You really get to know him as a person, and he's one of those channels that you really begin to feel like he's your friend. And he eventually started doing short films as well on his channel, and I don't really know what happened, but you never really hear about him anymore, and it's a big shame because he was a huge guy on YouTube back in the day. Back in the day. I sound like an old man. Back in 2011 and 12, basically. As well as this, number 7, Dansnotonfire. Another British vlogger. You see, I used to watch a lot of vloggers back in the day. Back in the day! I'll stop with the back in the days. He does a lot of sketches in his videos, like he'll have a topic. Some of my personal favourites are the ones where he talks about his previous job experiences, such as where he accidentally clicked the security button in his workplace and got in big trouble. And whilst he's talking about it, he'll also do a sketch, like he'll recreate it. He'll portray each individual character that's in his sketch. It's really funny, and even if you don't laugh, it's like admirable at the same time. So I don't really watch his videos that much anymore, probably because I watch more film discussion and game discussion videos like I make. I think Dansnotonfire and Charly is So Cool Like really influenced the way I make videos to this day. Because if you go back to the beginning of my channel, I did a lot more vloggy sort of things called adventure vlogs or stationary vlogs, which were kind of like this, the stationary vlogs. They were more in line with what those two guys did, so, and I still kind of do that to this day. Big inspirations to me. At number 6. No, number 5. Number 5. Redlight Media. Yep. Oh my god! They got it from Troll 2, but I think most people these days know it for Redlight Media, and mainly Rich Evans. I came across these about 3 years ago maybe, in the form of their 90-minute Phantom Menace review, which is a really famous review, probably one of the most well-known reviews ever to come across YouTube. Literally this feature-length review split in 7 or 8 different parts. Mike from Redlight Media doing this impression of Mr. Plinkett, and here's a clip.
The Phantom Menace was the most disappointing thing since my son.
That's pretty much the intro to that review, and you just can't really get much better than Redlight Media, to be fair. Maybe my favourite YouTube channel to watch, but of course that's a different list. This is my inspirations. I think what they really spoke to me in a way that you don't have to be strictly professional about your videos, and you don't strictly have to be upbeat all the time. You can kind of take it a bit more, you know, cheesy and corny, and kind of like still get away with it. Make fun of what you're doing, sort of thing, and have fun while you do it. That's what I learned from Redlight Media. And following on from Redlight Media, number 4. Filmrise. Again, one of the first YouTube channels I probably started watching. Really helped inspire me to get back into filmmaking back in 2011. So yeah, I've been watching them since 2011. That's a good 6 years. Wow. And I still watch them to this very day. They do a lot of how-tos and tutorials on basically how to make films, specifically short films. And quite early on they did a lot of beginner filmmakers get into finding their craft, as they might say. They do a lot of DIYs. Well, they used to do. Well, they occasionally do some DIYs, I guess. I actually kind of built my own version of the camera slider. I don't have it with me, so I can't really show you it, but I used their technique and made a wooden version. I have used it once, I think, in my 2013 short film For I Have Sinned, in this shot. I think their thing on indie filmmakers is showing you how to do digital effects, such as visual effects, for example. Number 3. This is going to be a really controversial choice, and I don't quite understand why, to be fair. This was one of the first proper YouTubers I started watching, and it was PewDiePie. PewDiePie! The thing of today on YouTube and in newspapers is to hate on PewDiePie. I personally think jealousy plays into a lot of it, and I know that'll upset and anger quite a lot of people who don't really watch PewDiePie really. I watch quite a lot of his videos. I think he's funny. He's a relatable, funny guy from Sweden. He lives in the UK now, I think. People think that he just plays games and screams at a computer monitor, but that's really putting his videos down to nothing. I'm not going to try to talk too much because I don't want people to get angry at me for liking a YouTube channel, because PewDiePie really did inspire me. I came across him when he did this Slender video back when that was a thing. Nearly said back in the day again. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with him. He's just another guy on YouTube making videos. He just happens to be the most subscribed channel with 54 million subscribers. How is that even possible? And I'm here with 83. He does videos daily. He used to do 2 a day, I think. How? I would love to be able to do that, but his videos are quite consistent in quality. Whenever I'm quite bored and I stumble across his channel in my recommendations, I'll click on his video because I find them funny, and he's a relatable guy, like I said. I don't get the hate, personally. Number 2. And number 1. These two are pretty much a tie, but number 2 will have to go to CorridorDigital, a short filmmaking YouTube channel. Again, very digital effects driven, or at least it was back in 2011 and 12. Nearly did it. I first came across their channel when I watched Freddie W's channel. They actually directed the short 2-part film Modern Warfare Frozen Crossing, I think it was, which had Ghost in it, my personal favourite character from Call of Duty. So yeah, they did a fan film of Modern Warfare 2, and I loved it. It was so cool, and I hadn't made films for quite a while at this point. It had been a couple of years since I last made a film. These guys, along with Freddie W, who are my number 1, so my number 1 are Freddie W, also known as Rocket Jump these days. Well, mainly known as Rocket Jump. Both channels, pretty much the same sort of content. They're both great friends with each other. They have great chemistry. Everybody involved always seems to be having so much fun. They just have fun making videos, basically, and they do it every few weeks. They have a video up. a short film video with a major amount of effort going into each one of them. Yeah, they really helped inspire me to make my videos look a lot more professional and showed that you can do it at a low budget or no budget, and it all comes from the amount of skill you know and the knowledge you have of film itself. Another couple of channels that I still follow to this very day and really inspired me to start making videos again and try to aim for doing it consistently. As with all of the other 10 channels that I've mentioned, huge inspirations, and show that YouTube doesn't just have to be a hobby, it can be your living. So yes, that was my top 10 YouTube inspirations. Personal list. It was a personal list again. Don't need to get angry if your favourite YouTubers weren't on it. This isn't my favourite YouTubers, although a lot of them would probably fall into at least a top 20 list of favourite YouTubers. I might do that video somewhere down the line, so you know, if you want that, I guess like and subscribe, show your support to this channel, and thanks for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and check out some of my other ones. I'm sure you'll like them. Bye.